On August 22nd, 2023, Pummu would soft launch an update that would change the way the game was viewed by pretty much the entire player base for years to come. AI racing. Now, even though AI racing has very much been a well thought of concept for the past couple of years on Roblox, the intelligence factor wasn't really well evaluated. This was real artificial intelligence, as contrasted to the absolute idiocy you saw pre-2023. The cars turned, made moves, pushed each other, and even wrecked if someone made a wrong move. And even though the options you had were very limited compared to today, people just didn't care. It was groundbreaking knowing that you no longer had to arrange a group of terrorists in a server just to have a barely functional race. It was unlike anything anyone had ever seen before. But the process wasn't simple. This video will show that process and the development done to reach the point of the AI soft launch. Via the courtesy of Pummu himself, I have hands-on access to many AI projects he has conjured up within the past 3 years of this feature's development. So a huge shout out to Pummu for giving me the opportunity to make this video way better than it was initially planned to be. To start off with a little bit of a shocker, the AI was never planned to be a feature of Pummu Talladega. These AI projects that were done by Pummu were made for fun, and the idea only sprouted because someone suggested to integrate the AI into the main game. But of course, with how popular his game was, if Pummu wanted to release the AI for Pummu Talladega, he'd have to make it the best version of itself. The AI at the time lacked pure effort, so it was fairly bare bones and minimalistic, as it was once again not initially planned for public use. This will bring us to the earliest private demo of the AI Pummu has admitted me to, which is titled Intriguing. Yeah, that's literally it. That's the name. It's just called Intriguing. Pummu will go on to post many clips of him playing around with this experimental feature, not expecting them to rake in hundreds and even thousands of views per video. His AI was revolutionary, and the game he built the AI on top of was also revolutionary in many ways. So it seemed too good of an opportunity to let go, and for that exact reason it was. So Pummu thought of an ingenious solution. He was actually going to bring the AI over into the main game that he was developing, Pummu Talladega, which was not what he had in mind when he was making the AI. Again, it was a fun little passion project, and he wasn't planning on making this public. So consider yourselves lucky, you impatient little pieces of shit. The next test game, ironically titled Untitled Game, marks the next milestone in the AI's development, as he would soon figure out how to get the AI to move on intermediates. Alright, so we're in the Untitled test game, or the Untitled game. This is the third, and you can already see we are going pretty slow, but the speedometer is calculating that we're going like a lot faster than we actually are. Pummu told me this was supposed to simulate like a really high horsepower package. So as a result, we're already going 200, but we just did a standing start. Oh yeah, there's also blocks on the top of the car. I'm pretty sure these tell draft and like how far away you are from another car, like how many studs. So, I mean, yeah, that's pretty cool. Some nice debugging. You can obviously see the node as I'm being sent. Alright, 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 alright. But yeah, you can see, is that... Was that a brick? Alright, but yeah, you can see that. Oh. What the fuck? Anyway, I mean, yeah, the AI is really not that hard to get by, and I'm pretty sure you can hit speeds of like what, up to 220 miles an hour here. As you can see, the AI is charging a run on me. They also give a little bit of room, but they're honestly, at the time, they really needed a lot of work, so like they couldn't really give room that well. Because you can see these guys still run into each other all the way up the racetrack, and one car is just sitting there in the pit lane for some reason. And for some reason, they're bump drafting. Isn't this supposed to be a 900 horsepower package? Why are we bump drafting at Las Vegas? What is this tomfoolery? Yeah, okay. That's normal. All right, let's just say this is the white flag here. Let's see if I can get by these two cars in one lap. Come on, hit 210, 210. They're gonna push each other. See, what is this? What is this? This is a glorified super speedway. Hey, no, hey, no. Why is he turning towards the wall? He's trying to give me room, but he doesn't know there's a wall there. I overshot. What is he doing? No, 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 no. I'm gonna win it, I'm gonna win it. I still win. Greg Biffle wins at Las Vegas while Greg Biffle and Greg Biffle finish behind him. Okay, well, that was a pretty easy demo of this. That was a pretty easy demo of this game. I mean, look, this was just like an intermediate testing game. It really wasn't anything special. I mean, the front wheels turned. That was pretty cool. But, I mean, other than that, it was kind of a glorified super speedway. He didn't do that well of a job doing the 900 horsepower package, because I have no idea why we were bump drafting at Las Vegas. We're not at a big enough track to do that. So now intermediates are done. Sort of. But that doesn't mean the entire project is done. He still needs to go back to Talladega and work on the super speedway AI and actually have them do a little more than just running in trains. So, after a couple of months, Pummu would start to develop the super speedway side of the AI a little more, and this would involve lane changing. It was buggy, but it worked. And if it worked, it meant progress. This will bring us to game number 3, which is titled 3 wide, 2 wide, mid-pack on back. And yes, I am aware that it is a very frustratingly long name. Okay, so we are in the game called, actually, I don't remember the name of the game. I'm pretty sure it's just called something 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 mid-pack outback. Nonetheless, but it's a super speedway testing game. It's made so that Pummu could improve on the super speedway racing aspects of his game. Oh my goodness. Okay, so apparently if you shove the AI out of line, they still don't understand that there's a bunch of other lanes they can go. So as a result, they're going 4 wide. They're already about to like murder me, and I don't know where I'm gonna be able to go. Yeah, but honestly, the reason why I jumped that start is because, what the hell? Save it, save it, save it, save it. There's no spin physics. Save it. Save it. What are you guys doing? This is like the average iRacing hosted lobby if it was oversimplified.
Thanks.
Oh my god!
Oh no.
Oh my god, you guys are ass.
Come on, no, push me. Push me. Push me. Move, Hamilton. God fucking damn it. Oh, now they're... Oh. The first and only car to go around. Yay. I'll just wait for him here. But while I wait for them, I might as well just tell you what this game was more so about. Of course, there wasn't any, drastic changes with the Super Speedway AI besides the fact that, they could literally just move lanes, and that was pretty much it. If you still shoved them out of the lane they preferred, they forced their way back in, no matter if there was a car below them or above them or not. It just didn't matter. They would still shove their way because, again, all they're taught is to follow, well, in this case, one of the 3 lines or nodes. And I'm pretty sure they would randomly change depending if they're clear or not. But again, they just disregard that if you shove them out of line. There's also a first-person camera. You can get in that, and if you have accessories on your face, then it's going to obstruct your view a little bit. But nonetheless, you do have an animated steering wheel. Its degrees of rotation are very, very limited. Of course, it's Roblox. I wouldn't expect a lot. I just got turned again. I fucking hate this game. There's not a lot to show you here. There's not even any crash physics. The version 36 at the bottom left suggests that these were very old Pummu Stock Car Championship chassis, like either heavily modified or it's just like the UI just slapped onto a custom chassis. If it wasn't, how is he upside down? Genzo, you fat ass, you tipped the car over. I think the only possible way to explain like the version 36 is if the UI is just from the the old PSCC cars, which is a league developed by Pummu and his friends. And from what I remember, the UI did not look like this when it was like tested in studio. I'm pretty sure this was Bubble the Wonder Boy's chassis, just modified, no spin physics. And despite that, I still somehow managed to spin out twice. I'm so good at this game. Pummu posted many videos of him, playing around with the new Super Speedway AI. And I mean a lot. I'm pretty sure there was like 8 to 10 videos. Many people in the comments were shocked that he could create such a thing, because again, it was unlike anything anybody had ever seen before. As a result, there were a bunch of kids asking for him to release the game right now! Fortunately for them, they were only 2 months away from the AI soft launch. And 2 more months means 2 more games. This next game is titled 3x3 They Race Off Turn 2. Okay, so we are in the 3x3 They Race Off Turn 2 game, and this game actually features updated cars. However, there's no damage physics and you don't actually get a first-person camera anymore, which is sad, but it's a fair trade-off. It was still in development, plus there's no steering wheel. So, not much to explain here. You don't get a spawn AI button, and I believe you don't in a private server either, which means you kind of just have to rejoin every single time you want to respawn the AI, which was pretty inconvenient. But obviously this wasn't really made for anybody other than the developer at the time, so let me scoot in there real quick, thank you. Alright, so one noticeable difference between this and the last game is the fact that the draft is actually much stronger, and that way you can actually charge up runs and get around people without just staying in the same spot and eventually getting turned. As you can see, they are already going 4 wide. I'm trying to push it here. 4 wide with Bushy. R.I.P. Rowdy. 4 wide. Gonna get behind him. Leave Christopher Bell out to dry. Or no, that's Eric Jones, isn't it? Yeah, that's Eric Jones. Yeah, it's a 2020 car pack. Whoa! 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 Bushy's not happy. He just turned William Byron. Oh no, he's gonna get karma. Now look at this big one. Never mind, just 2 cars are dead. All right. It appears that the turn physics, or no, the spin physics are not really that sensitive. I'm gonna turn Amarola as I say that. Nonetheless, I'm still gonna be the leader. But yeah, you can see they actually, as a result, are more aggressive, and they don't really just stay in one spot anymore. Also, one thing I noticed is that the AI nodes are gone, which means I believe there's no reason to... That's because there's no reason to debug the AI lines anymore. They just go around the track effortlessly, and as a result, they can be hidden. One thing is that once you get out here, it's honestly not that difficult to stay out in front. So you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to playfully drop to the back here. That's what I'm going to do. Just fall back. Come on. Come on. And yeah, just like the name of the game suggests, they are racing 3x3 off of turn 2. So you see they are all in 3 different lanes. Oftentimes, one thing I noticed is that they do not actually they don't actually go into like a single file train. I can't go up there. So yeah, they'll almost always be side by side with each other. Boom! Oh yeah, the blower physics were turned down like a lot. The cars do not flip over as easily now, and also the cars that were shoved off the track because like they were spun out just stopped moving. That's about it. It's just, you know, the 2020 cars and they race aggressively. That's pretty much it. Now, I would record the last game, which is called PTAI Testing Place. However, the game's not accessible because it is unrated, and therefore I cannot make a video on it. It doesn't really matter anyway. It was the same as the 3x3 They Race Off Turn 2 game, except it had the cars that were already in the original Pummu Talladega game, and it had damage. So this means I'm going to have to end part 1 early. Yes, you heard me, this is a multi-part series. So that means that there's going to be multiple parts, and hopefully in part 2 I can get Pummu to rate the game so I can actually join it, and I'll continue off from there. Thank you to whoever has stuck around for this long. I know this is like, what, 18 minutes long? Hopefully it was entertaining to you. If so, hit the subscribe button, like my video, comment, tell me what I could or could not improve on, you know. Just say whatever in the comments. And just subscribe so I have motivation to continue these videos. Thank you. I'll see you next time.